I had a guy here that said, I wanted to start a one-man biz, just answering phones for busy roofers, plumbers, lawyers, real estate agents, etc. I'm a great speaker, booker, and closer. I was told this was stupid. Your thoughts?
Why was it stupid?
That's what I said. I'm
There's
like,
hundreds of companies out there that do answering services.
yes, and
they make a lot of money.
Yeah, but so there's answering services.
But he's also closing deals.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have no idea what that's worth to a lot of these guys. Like, especially like, let's take a roofer, for example, right? So you can now get access to software that will literally, you can punch in an address.
Yeah.
The software will go to Google Earth. It'll scan the top of the house and it'll give you what the square footage of the house is.
Yep.
You can plug in the prices of your shingles, whatever, your labor, and it spits out, here's the price to do this roof. If you have a closer on the phone that's talking to someone that can close that deal for you while you're putting on another roof, that's priceless.
Why is this a stupid idea? I don't get that.
I'm going to say that he asked the wrong people.
Maybe.
Right?
Well, no, that's a certainty.
That's a certainty, right? And he literally, so I was going to tell you, the guy sent me an email.
Yeah.
I saw it this morning. I got to get back to him. But he was like, how would I go about starting this? Right. And so now I'm going to go back later today and send him one of our episodes. No.
Here, watch this.
No, like this is one of those businesses that's going to be built on personal relationships, right? Because if he's going to be answering the phones for a local roofer, whatever, that person wants to trust him, at least to start with, especially if he's actually on the phone closing deals, right? So my advice would first of all be learn about whatever industry it is that you want to answer the phones for. If you want to do it, let's start with an industry. Start with roofers, for example. Right. So get to know what are the objections that roofers normally get. What are some of the things that homeowners are concerned about when it comes to hiring one? And you could even do like plumbers and stuff, but it's often hard to quote a plumbing job over the phone unless it's like, hey, I need a toilet replaced or like my sink's leaking. Okay, we can send someone out, right? But yeah, these answering services, especially if it's personal, where you're getting to know the owners and you can talk on behalf of the company, because most of these answering services are like, oh, can I take a message and I'll have them call you back?
Now, what about the other side? They're having problems, right? You don't want to field problems on the phone like that, right? You just say, we'll have someone call you.
Well, do you? Like
I don't know.
If your toilet is leaking and you call someone, is what you want to hear on the other end going, oh, there's no one here to help you right now, but
no, that's not what I'm saying at all. No, what I'm saying is, okay, someone's going to call you back in a couple of minutes. Like, well, the plumber, he'll call you, he'll get on the phone with you. I don't know that you want to be the one on the phone with the person because you're not the plumber, right? You don't want to be the one on the phone with the person telling them what to do while their toilet is leaking.
Why not?
Liability issues.
Go shut off your water and we'll send out the plumber. He'll be there in
Okay, so there's certain triage things you could do.
Correct.
Okay.
Right? Like there are certain things you can do. Like you can always tell someone, if it's leaking, stop using it.
My
shut
electrical
off your
box
water.
is on fire. Okay. Number one, get out of the house.
Yeah, correct, right?
Grab the cat and get out.
Yeah, call the fire department. Right? But like there's a lot of these basic triage problems that you could solve on the phone if you're willing to do it, right? Where you're almost working as like I don't even want to call this an answering service anymore. This is more like an administrative assistant type thing.
Oh, it really is. Oh,
and
absolutely.
salesperson at the same time. And I'm like, I think it's brilliant. Like I know companies right now that could use this.
How many people though don't know where their water shutoff is? In fact, it's way more that don't know where their water shutoff is than do know.
Now, fortunately, like if it's the water main, that's one thing, right? But if
the water shutoff for the toilet, just
correct. There's shutoffs almost individually
it's leaking behind it.
Correct.
Then you have a bigger problem.
Then there's nothing the guy on the phone's going to be able to help you with other than say, hey, you may want to call the public adjuster as well as the plumber, right? But yeah, I think this is a brilliant idea, and I think the way to get this started is by going out and having actual conversation with some plumbers, with some roofers, with some electricians, and finding out like when people call you, Are they looking for an estimate over the phone, or are
Yeah.
they just looking for some basic questions answered? And then you go out and evaluate it.
Right.
Because if you can book the appointment, like once you're in somebody's house, you're very likely to close the deal. It's the matter of, can you get the person in there?
Yeah, sure.
Right. And so I don't know why someone would tell them it's stupid.
I don't either. Why would that be a stupid idea? That's a great business to have.
Yeah. Especially like if you go, if you,
You know what your capital cost is to start up? 0.
well, so
Minimal.
correct. It's minimal, right? Like the thing is, you could do something as simple as set up a CRM system with custom phone numbers, right? So all the different phone numbers forward to a specific phone.
Yep.
You just have to be careful that, what are you going to do if 2 people call at the same time and you're a one-man show, right? Now the answering service isn't answering the phone.
Mm.
So now you need to make sure that, worst case scenario, it flows back to the owner, right? Or flows back to them. Or do you let the message sit with you and then you reply to it? So like there's things you got to figure out and things you would have to talk to.
Yeah.
But I love this idea.
Well,
Like
I don't know why someone would tell them it's stupid.
I love having an answering service that goes above and beyond and sets the appointment for me to show up, right? Get it on my calendar, get the confirmation.
Yeah.
And now I'm either showing up to fix a problem or to close the deal.
So this guy's going to call you back? Looks like you have a meeting.
He emailed me, so I'm going to email him back. And
yeah, that's a new client for you. That's fantastic.
Oh, it might be, but
Well, it should be.
If nothing else, I just want to help the guy get started.
Yeah.
Right? Like point him in the right direction.
Or scrap it.
And tell him,
See what I did there?
I see. But no, I like stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
Because how many times have I said, find a problem, identify a problem, and make it a business, right? This is a very clear-cut problem. There are solopreneurs, water treatment companies, roofers, all kinds of stuff that don't have time during jobs to answer the phones, right? And if they were able to just push a button and then now all their calls get redirected to someone else, and he knows that there's someone there that'll be able to answer basic questions and not just take a message, that's huge.
Yeah. Because what was the number? You quoted this a while ago. If you can close the deal in the first, you'll have a better chance of closing the deal in the first phone call than if you got to call them back or something like that.
If you get back to the customer within 15 minutes.
Oh, that's what it is. 15 minutes.
Or if you answer your phone, you have an 80% chance of closing on that deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Think about that.
It's huge.
Because if you're the plumber and you're in the middle of a 2-hour job and you can't get back to the person, you're losing that deal.
Correct. They're gonna click on the next search result. Right. Whoever answers the phone when your toilet's leaking,
that's the business.
That's the one that's gonna get to show up.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, let us know how that goes. Right. Let us know what this guy decides, and if he becomes a client, and if he starts doing this, that'd be.
I sure hope he does.
I hope he does too. That'd be kind of cool.
Remember that if you have questions or comments, please drop them below, and we will prioritize actually answering the questions on these videos.